Hey and welcome back into this brand new JavaScript challenge. So after watching this video or completing this challenge, you are going to learn how JavaScript conditional statements work or how we work with JavaScript if-else statement. So now let's have a look at our challenge that we are going to solve. Write the code which asks for a login with prompt. If the visitors enters admin, then prompt for a password. If the input is an empty line or escape, show cancelled. If it's another string, then show I don't know you. The password is checked as follows. If it's equal the master, then show welcome. If the password is another string, then show wrong password. For an empty string or cancelled input, show cancelled. So let's solve our first task, which is write the code which asks for a login with prompt. Now what is prompt? Prompt is a built-in JavaScript function. Now here I'm going to create a variable called prmp in which I am going to store a JavaScript built-in function prompt, and in our prompt I'm going to say enter your username. So this is it for our first task. We have created a prompt which will say enter your username. So now let's run our live server. As you can see here, our prompt function is working just fine. We got an input and the text enter your username. Now let's move toward our second task. If the visitor enter admin, then prompt for a password. Now what we have to do here is if the user provide admin in this input field, then we have to show another prompt function which says enter your password. We are going to achieve this by using if-else statement. If prmp equals to admin, then let pwd. Here I'm creating a variable in which I am going to store another prompt function which will say enter your password. Remember one thing, this is going to run only when our user text is equal to admin. So if I provide, let me refresh this. If I provide admin, then we got enter your password. If I provide something else, we got nothing. So let's move ahead. If the input is an empty line or escape, show cancelled. For this one, we are again going to use else if. In else if prmp equals to empty string, alert, cancelled. As you can see here, now what we did here is, for this one we are saying if the user input equals to admin, then show us another prompt function which will say enter your password. And here we are saying if our user input is empty, then alert cancelled. Let me refresh this. If our user input is empty, then it is showing us cancelled. Now if the input is an empty line or escape, now here we have to provide another condition, or prmp equals to null or escape, then again alert cancelled. Now what we are doing here is we are providing our else if statement with two conditions. If prmp equals to empty string or if prmp equals to null, then alert cancelled. If I press OK, then we got cancelled. If I press escape, prmp, let me save this. We have to save. As you can see here, when we press OK, we got cancelled, and when I press escape, we again got cancelled. So this is working just fine. If it's another string, then show I don't know you. So for this one, we are going to use else, and let's say alert I don't know you. Let me format the document. Now what we did here so far is we have created a variable in which we have stored this prompt function which will say enter your username, and here we are using an if-else statement. If the user input equals to admin, then show us another prompt function which will say enter your password if the user input equals to empty string, or if the user input is cancelled, then show us cancelled. In else statement we are saying alert, I don't know you. So let's check this out. If the user input is empty, then show us cancel. If the user input is, if I cancel this out by pressing escape, we again got cancelled. If I provide it with something else, let's say Ibrahim, we got I don't know you. If I provide admin, we got enter your password. So this is it for our second task. Now let's move toward our third task, which is if the password is equal to the master, then show welcome. Now what we are going to do here is we are going to use nested if else statement, which means we have to provide if else statement within an if else statement. So I am going to provide again if else statement. In this if else statement, if pwd, our password variable in which we have stored this prompt function, if the user inputs equals to, let's say, the master, then alert welcome. As you can see here, let me provide our username, and for our password, the master, we are going to get this alert function which will say welcome. If another string, show wrong password. If our password is another string, then show wrong password. For this one we are going to use else alert wrong password. As you can see here, when I provided with something else, then we got wrong password. So let's move ahead. For an empty string or cancelled input, show cancelled. So for this one we are going to repeat this same process. Else if, let me copy this and I'm going to paste it over here, and I am going to change the variable names. As you can see here, admin, if I press just OK, then we got cancelled. If I press escape, we again got cancelled. So this is it. We have successfully completed our challenge. Let me tell you one thing. If you are a beginner, you are definitely going to be confused about what I am doing here. Remember one thing, practice again and again, and I assure you that you are going to understand this very easily. So this is it. This is it for this video. I'm going to meet you in another video. Peace out.